Joe Rogan and Spotify are entering a new deal for his podcast, The Joe Rogan Experience, worth up to $250 million, according to the Wall Street Journal, an agreement that will allow the show on other platforms after its exclusive 4-year run on Spotify. 4 years. That's the amount of time. The Joe Rogan Experience has remained the global top podcast among Spotify users. Rogan's chart-topping podcast is known for its wide range of guests ranging from celebrities and scientists to commentators and comedians, some of which Rogan received criticism over. Dr. Robert Malone and Dr. Peter McCullough were guests on the show in 2022 and discussed unsubstantiated claims about COVID-19, provoking artists like Neil Young and Joni Mitchell to pull their music from Spotify in protest. Rogan also received scrutiny over resurfaced clips of him using racial slurs, which resulted in the podcast host and UFC commentator issuing an apology video and removing several of his podcasts from Spotify. Criticism of Rogan continued into 2023, when he said, "The idea that Jewish people are not into money is ridiculous," on one of his podcasts. Rogan was defending Minnesota Democratic Representative Ilhan Omar, who was removed from the House Foreign Affairs Committee last year over tweets that contained similar anti-Semitic stereotypes. Joe Rogan gets new Spotify deal worth up to $250 million. WSJ. Joe Rogan draws backlash for anti-Semitic comments. Spotify silent on latest controversy from its biggest podcaster. Forbes. The Joe Rogan Experience was Spotify's top podcast, despite protests about him being on the platform. Forbes.